amigos. Welcome one, welcome all. It is time for your daily English extravaganza. Welcome to the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Now buckle up, because it's time for liftoff.
10,
Come
9,
on,
8, 7,
countdown with me,
6,
folks.
5, 4,
So much to
3,
do today,
2,
so much fun
1,
to be had,
0.
so much English to be
Ignition.
learned.
Liftoff.
Here we go.
Liftoff.
Hang on. Agarra fuerte. Hang on tight. Let the learning begin.
Get ready. Hold on to your hat. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hat. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time. On Vaughn Radio.
Oh, yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Hold on to your hats.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I don't know why I'm doing a southern accent. Welcome, show with no namers from all around the globe. I hope you are enjoying the summertime when living's easy. What a great tune. Summertime, lots of songs about summertime. We eagerly anticipate it all year round, and then it comes and goes in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. You say the same thing. En un abrir y cerrar de los ojos. In a flash. In no time. En un santiamén. It's over. I can't believe we're almost at the end of August. Wow. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to be that guy, but that means that Christmas, I know you're thinking I'm crazy, but September, October, November, I mean, let's put it this way. I think it's excessive, but a lot of stores, tiendas, are already setting up for Christmas and Halloween. I know in the theme park world, they're setting up for Halloween. They're selling tickets now at Parque Warner and Universal Studios and all these theme parks for Halloween now in mid-August. So, hey, I guess you've got to be 2 steps ahead. You guys are, many of you, in fact, who have participated in our question of the week. In fact, we'll send them a shout out to Alberto, Alfonso, Christina Chicago, K Roller Girl, and Anix. They have already participated in our question of the week, and we are waiting for your participation. So, what's your excuse? As my buddy Fitz's program is called, no excuses. Don't tell me you don't need to practice your speaking. I know you need to practice your speaking. Who doesn't need to practice their speaking? You know, it's a big part of the language. Speaking, of course it is. Speaking and listening, those are, okay, you got reading and writing. But normally, and the reason you're trying to learn a language is why? To communicate verbally, correct? Okay, so that's why I'm always stressing the fact that you need to vocalize. I want to hear your voices, people. And you have that opportunity every Friday on our Question of the Week section, a section where you get to elaborate on a subject. Not too long. You've got about around a minute to tell us your opinion. This week, we're taking a look at social media, the pros, the cons. Does it bring people together or tear people apart or separate them, right? It's another way to say it as well. So let us know your thoughts, your take, tu opinión. And again, you can argue both sides because it does both things. But based on your experience, which one does it do the most? You think it's something that's great for society? or something that has done a lot of irreversible damage to society and people's attention spans. An attention span is the period of time that you can pay attention. And now attention spans are very low. It's all about dopamine hits. And, 1 minute video, no, not even a minute is too long now for some people. And if you don't grab somebody's attention in the first 2 seconds of a video, well, good luck. You are done. Totally done. So, amigos, let us know your thoughts. Pros, cons. I mean, what do you think? The real question, but you can add the pros and cons, is does social media bring us closer together, or does it tear us apart, or nos aleja, separar? To tear is romper. And, well, I'll give you the perfect example. You see a couple having a romantic, and I say that in air quotes, a romantic dinner out, sitting out on a terrace, having a nice bottle of wine, and their heads are stuck in their phones. They're not looking at each other. They're not interacting with each other. They're just interacting with their phones. And that is quite sad. So, yeah, some of the pros, staying connected. You want to stay connected to everybody here at Vaughn Radio, at Grupo Vaughn? Well, you can do that. You can follow us on social media, and you'll know stuff as soon as we can make it public. And I mean special deals like our summer intensives, our materials, which we have amazing deals. Also, the upcoming events, the trivia night, and all of that stuff. So staying connected, as I always say, staying in the loop. One that I use it for, because I'm more of you're either a consumer, you consume social media, or you're a content producer, right? You're a creator. I myself consume very little, and I create daily. As you guys know, you have videos every day on my social media, on Vaughn Radio, on Grupo Vaughn. So sharing information, whether it's English, whether it's in the medical community, it's a great way to share information in a forum. You say foro, we say forum. So that's a wonderful, wonderful way where social media has, helped people share information in a free flow of information, staying connected, staying in the loop, education. I don't even have to tell you that. You guys are learning English thanks to social media, thanks to your smartphone, and that you can tune into this show, right? So, I mean, great networking. How many of you guys have connected or met somebody who's opened a door for you, right? Networking. Entertainment, obviously, hey, TV is crap. La tele es una mierda hoy en día. So, well, you can choose whatever you want to watch. Maybe you're entertained watching, pilots explain what happens in the cockpit, like I am. These are that's my my entertainment. Watching pilots get technical, talking about planes. But hey, whatever floats your boat, como va la expresión, lo que le mole a uno, no, para gustos los colores. So entertainment, raising awareness, maybe about a situation, right? We've seen politically, it can be a very powerful tool. Hey, guys, there's something going on in Spain. There's something going on in Syria, whatever. And, the media, we all know we can't trust the mainstream media. Why? They're paid. They have masters, right? So they will never talk against their masters. So I'm not saying that they give you the wrong news, but they make sure that they don't give you the news that they're not supposed to give you. You catch what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they make it up, que bueno, hoy pasó esto. Sí, a lo mejor pasó, pero mejor no hablar de esto que pasó, if you don't mind, since we are paying. The perfect example I always use is the Washington Post. It would be a suicide mission in the Washington Post if one of their reporters reported against Amazon and their practices. Why? The owner of the Amazon Post, deberían llamarlo así. The Washington Post is Jeff Bezos. so that they're not going to say a negative word about him. So this is a good way to get like real information, videos from the street. Again, just like TV, just like internet, just like when, you used to read it in a magazine or a newspaper more often. You can't believe everything you hear. You've got to always be a little bit reluctant. Hey, I use that adjective in the video I released today on my social media. Reluctant, reacio. Yeah, I talk about being a daredevil, like my daughter, Osada, and being reluctant, like me. And every year that goes by, I'm a little more reluctant. Es lo que pasa, la edad. Another positive thing, finding communities. What we have here, this family, this community, it's awesome. My friends are your friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your. Well, it's true. Rob and I are friends. Andy and I are friends. You guys and Rob and Andy are friends too. You see what happens? And we meet up and we even enjoy some time together over some brewskis, unas cervezas, at our Vaughn Radio Trivia Night. Speaking of, I got to ask Rob when our first Vaughn Radio Trivia Night is after the holiday, the summer break. Some disadvantages. Hey, we got to look at both sides of the coin. Hey, I'm giving you some ideas, things to ponder. Ponder is pensarlos, reflexionar, I think you say. Addiction. It's clearly addictive. I mean, it's made to be addictive. The endless scroll, the dopamine, the colors, the flashes, the boom, boom, boom. It's made like a casino, like a slot machine, como un tragaperras. It's made to be addictive. So it causes addiction. Mental health. Well, if you're looking at Instagram all day, seeing everybody in the French Riviera and driving their Lamborghini, and you're going to start to think your life fucking sucks. Right? You're going to start to think, wow, my life is a piece of shit. I don't have a Ferrari. I'm not VIP when I go to a club. I don't even go to clubs because they're too expensive. You start to think of this reality that's not real. It's a fake. It's we've all seen it. We've all seen it. And in fact, there are some people that are not even themselves. They've never been seen without a filter. So if you saw this person in person, not to be redundant, but if you saw this person in person, you wouldn't even recognize this person because they're never doing a video without a filter. So it's fake. It's a fake world. It reminds me of like a movie set, como un plato de Universal Studios, hablando de Universal Studios. So yeah, you have feelings of inadequacy because what is everybody posting on there? When they have diarrhea? When they have an ulcer? Well, sometimes ulcer maybe to say, hey guys, just pray for me, whatever. But no, we're not telling our failures usually. There are people who are out there looking for sympathy, as you know. You've got all kinds of users, but mostly people are saying, look at how fucking awesome my life is. And guess what? The grass is always greener. La expresión, the grass is always greener, means el césped siempre es más verde en el otro lado de la valla, o sea, de tu vecino. Like, yeah, if you're always looking there, it's going to be greener, but it means no. It means everybody's got their problems. Nobody's got a perfect life. Even people with money. In fact, we have an expression in English, y viene del mundo de hip hop, entonces lo digo con esa intonación. Mo money, mo problems. Mo is more en la comunidad negra de hip hop. So mo money, mo problems. And then you'll hear it in the song. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. I don't know if that's true, but hey, there's a saying, and now you know it. Cyberbullying. There's another, really big con. Man, this is bullying, period. But then cyberbullying, man, somebody can be sitting in their home and receiving abuse, and that is just sad. That is really, really sad. And we all know it can lead to even catastrophic consequences, such as kids sadly taking their lives. So cyberbullying, misinformation. I mean, look at all this. We found out that everything that was said about COVID was kind of a lie. It came from a bat. No, it didn't. It came from a laboratory. And if you said it came from a laboratory, they would take away your YouTube account. Okay, you have to stand 6 feet apart. 2 metros aquí. Luego Dr. Fauci. I made it up. But if you said that you're not going to stand 6 feet apart, then you would be. So we got to be careful with misinformation from official sources. Okay, because as we found out, we were lied to about a lot of things. So I think there's that big element that no matter what it is, check it again. And when you think you've got the answer, check it again. Also, privacy. Here's another thing. I see so many people putting their kids out there. Don't do that, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, if you want to share photos with family members, please do it. That's beautiful. There's nothing better. But putting them up there, you want to hear a crazy story? You want to hear a crazy story? It'll make your stomach turn. I posted a picture of my daughter at the beach. I never post her face. She was half in the water, okay? So you couldn't see anything. You just saw a little bit of her back and the water. And she was looking out at the horizon. And my wife started investigating. My wife's a little detective. And she started investigating, and she goes, let me take a look at how many shares you have on that photo. And something's not right. And I went to the photo, and it had like 200 shares. And my wife realized that there were some very sick, twisted, retorcido people who had been sharing a photo of my daughter's back. Okay? Like you, me, I'm thinking we're normal people. I hope if you're listening to this, you look at that and you're like, oh, how cute. She's enjoying the beach. And other people look at that and like, oh, wow, that's sexy, or whatever they're thinking. And my wife reported all the accounts, and a lot of them, listen, something didn't add up, como decimos, algo no cuadraba aquí. And sure enough, someone was taking and sharing in their community pictures of my daughter on the beach, just her back, again, something, her arm, her back, something that's very, very innocent if you're a normal person. So please be very, very careful. There were like 300 shares. Okay. So my daughter's back is probably in one of those communities. And the craziest part, you want to hear the icing on the cake? I could not see their comments. They commented on the photo to let each other know with hashtags. And when I tried to look at the comments, it says, you're restricted from seeing this comment. I'm like, so wait, I can't even see a comment on my own photo? And I realized not even a knuckle, ni un nudillo voy a poner. So privacy, distraction. If you're working, we all know it can be a big distraction. And the thing that's crazy there is it never starts that way. It's okay. I'm going to check the Real Madrid score. Voy a ver cómo van en el partido, right? What's the score? Cómo van. So I'm going to check the score. Let me go over to Marca. So I open up my phone. I go over to Marca. I check the score 2-1. Oh, and then I see an interesting article here. Oh, let me check this article. Oh, wait. Let me see. I have, let me see if how many views the video I posted on Instagram has. 45 minutes later, I'm still on my phone like a freaking zombie. So distraction, as we said as well, it has really affected people's attention span. Okay, span, otra vez, el tiempo que pueden prestar atención. Again, unrealistic expectations. You know, you're seeing people, you know, on a yacht in the middle of the Caribbean, but you don't know the situations. And in fact, I've heard some really horrible stories of things that go on, you know, of how those trips are paid for, right? I don't know. And again, you can't just say generalize, but I've heard a lot of stories like you come to Dubai or wherever. I'm saying Dubai because I've heard it with Dubai. You come here with your friends, you wear bikinis, You hang out on our yacht, and we'll talk about the rest when you get here. And you get money, you get Louis Vuitton, whatever. And that's, hey, listen, different strokes for different folks, but there's a name for that where I come from. And I won't say the name, but it is the oldest profession in the book. Okay, if you know which one I'm talking about. And then as well, we've got echo chambers. No sé cómo se dice esto en español. An echo chamber is due to your algorithm because Instagram, Twitter, X, como lo quieras llamar, because they know what you like and what you dislike, which is probably even more important. Well, they're ready. They're ready for you. So they know that during the World Cup, I gave a like. Vamos a usar un ejemplo de X, de Twitter. I gave a like to a post that was making fun of Messi, que se burlaba de Messi and Infantino, the corrupt FIFA mafia guy, allegedly. And so once they saw that, he likes that there's controversy with Messi, I started seeing Messi's this, Messi's the worst, Messi's a bad person, Messi killed his mother, like crazy shit, like getting me to like it. And on the other hand, I saw Cristiano Ronaldo's the best, Cristiano Ronaldo's untouchable. And I'm like, wait a second, they're showing me exactly what I want to hear. Also, they'll show you stuff you don't want to hear. So this way you're like, oh yeah, another robbery, more violent crime. And this makes you react like, we got to put these people in prison. Wait, the death penalty, whatever. The point is you're being shown stuff to make you react either in a positive light or a negative light. I shouldn't say, instead of react, interact is what they want you to do, because it is a battle for your eyeballs, your attention. Right? This is a battle for your attention. The longer they can keep you on there, the more advertisements they can show you, and the rest is history. So those echo chambers you're just living in a bubble where you're seeing only what they think you'll like or dislike, and you're kind of limiting yourself from the rest of the world. So these are a couple ideas, just a couple ideas, as my friend Kyle Miller says. All right, and why don't we kick off with our Say What soundbite? Say what? Yes. Say what? All right, this is probably a voice that I would say every single American, maybe even British person, would recognize. So a globally known person, and not just a globally known person, but a person with a voice that people will recognize in an instant. So let me know. Let me know if you catch the voice. Hey, that's Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols. Or, hey, I think the person's from Detroit. I noticed a Southern accent. I don't know. I'm asking you. So along with that information, that background information, I also want you to tell me what you heard. I want you to sum it up in a sentence or two. Why do I say a sentence or two? Because it's about 3 sentences. So if you sum it up in 4 sentences, you're not summing it up. You're making it longer, right? So the idea here is not just to sum things up, but to sum things up concisely. As you know, we're working on a lot of different activities in one exercise. And that's the idea. That's the idea. If we can double up, and in this case, triple up, and work on 3 different skills, well, let's do it. 1, listening. Number 2, summarizing. And number 3, taking dictation. All right, folks, here it is. This is your Say What soundbite. I'm going to give it to you for the first time.
She said it was okay for me to love balloons. You may have noted that the media all over America made fun of me at the Democratic convention because after Hillary spoke, they dropped all these balloons, and I was the last one playing with the balloons.
All right, folks. You recognize that voice? Does it ring a bell? ¿Te suena? All right, well, we have so much to do in today's show. Tons of fun to be had, tons of English to be learned, and I'm looking forward to spending the next hour and a half with you, guiding you through the English language using music, movies, humor, and all that jazz. Folks, we'll be right back with much more, so stick around. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, my amigos. This is part 2 of today's show with no name here on Vaughn Radio. A quick reminder, you've got amazing materials available at Vaughn Tienda. You've got Marketing English translation book with audio. Are you ready for a Euro 58? €1.58. You've got Tu Profesor en Casa Avanzado for just €6.26. You can't even get a menu at a fast food place for that. You can't even get a burger without the fries. Tu Profesor en Casa Avanzado. I just shared the link with you, but if you're interested in checking it out on your own, go to grupovaughn.com. Then go over to the area that says Vaughn Tienda. And voila, get ready to save tons of cash. You've also got Pack Los Imprescindibles for €21.90. And if you're looking for courses right now, you've got our summer intensives. Killer deals. You can get up to 49% off depending on how many weeks you sign up for. So go to our website, grupovaughn.com, or follow us on social media, and you can find out everything you need to know about all our special deals, upcoming events, and get tons of content to accompany this content here on Vaughn Radio. All right. Well, let me give you the Say What soundbite. I'm going to give it to you now for the second time. I think it'll be easy to understand today. So I want to see a lot of participation. All right, here it goes. Your Say What soundbite for the second time.
She said it was okay for me to love balloons. You may have noted that the media all over America made fun of me at the Democratic convention because after Hillary spoke, they dropped all these balloons, and I was the last one playing with the balloons.
Hey, Damian, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Hey, Alberto, I was planning to do some sports this week. What about playing baseball?
Ooh, baseball. I love it. But I'm not sure yet. Can we touch base next week?
Touch base. Estamos en contacto, ¿no? Hablamos en algún momento. Yeah, okay. Let's touch base. Okay, what about basketball? Do you want to play basketball?
Oh, man, I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. But I don't know if I can this weekend because I've already got plans. Oh, man, that's the way the ball bounces.
That's the way the ball bounces. Así están las cosas, ¿no? Así bota la pelota. Así bota la pelota. That's the way the ball bounces. I love that expression. Okay, what about tennis? Do you want to play tennis?
Well, I love tennis, but I'm not really a good player. If you don't mind playing with a novice, the ball's in your court, buddy.
La bola está en mi campo, ¿eh? La pelota está en mi tejado. All right. Do you want to play some soccer?
Sure, I'd love to play some soccer or football, as you call it. What time do we kick off?
Perfect. We're kicking off at 9. Are you available?
Sure, but I might have to play some golf before with some friends. It's par for the course.
It's par for the course. Es lo normal, ¿no? Es lo normalito, lo que se hace.
Mhm.
Okay, what about billiards? Do you like playing billiards?
Yeah, but right now I'm behind the 8 ball.
I'm behind the 8 ball. Estás detrás de la bola 8, como que llevas las de perder.
Yeah, wow, a lot of idiomatic expressions here.
Muy buenas expresiones. Si es que así da gusto aprender inglés con un profe como Alberto y un poquito de creatividad, tienes This Book is the Shit. El mejor libro para aprender inglés que te has echado a la cara in your life. Píllatelo, vas a disfrutar mogollón de dibujos para que lo aprendas todo fácil, con conexiones lógicas y divertidas. Es la manera más sencilla y más divertida de aprender inglés. No te la pierdas.
Damián, you're such a good sport. Te enrollas. You can pick up your copy of This Book is the Shit at
Vaughantienda.com.
It's the Shit. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Yeah. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right, folks. That's right. This is your pop quiz here on the show with no name. This is just an opportunity for us to take a look at one of the many materials you can pick up at Von Tienda. In fact, one of the materials today, we're talking about the translation book. Right now, you can get that for a special deal. So again, I think the individual booklets, not the one with all of them, but the individual booklets are under €2, maybe €1.20 or €1.60 or something like that. So really, this is a steal. And I always tell you guys, the key to the translation booklets is they have everything you'll need in them. Every structure, all the key vocabulary that you'll need to know, idiomatic expressions. Bless you. Oh, thank you very much. No, Jesus, if somebody sneezes, all of that stuff that you really need to know. And as with all our materials, it comes with audio. So we're going to listen to a little audio clip right now from our translation book, as I always say, one of the backbones of the Vaughn method. And if you do not have these books or this book, there's one that's Translation Booklet Pocket. That's the one that they're all in one. But take a look. I don't know if you get a better deal right now getting them individually or if you get them in one convenient material. Either way, it comes with audio, which we're going to listen to right now. So as always, I want you to listen carefully because I'm going to extract a few things from that audio and I'm going to put you to the test. That's why it's called a pop quiz. So everybody listen carefully. This is from the Vaughn translation book. It is available at Von Tienda.
Translation List 12.
Ya tenemos un pedido de China.
We already have an order from China.
Tenemos que enviar 1 millón de frascos para dentro de un mes.
We have to ship 1 million bottles within a month.
¿Los tenéis en stock?
Do you have them in stock?
No los hemos empezado a fabricar aún.
We haven't started producing them yet.
¿Estáis locos? ¿Cómo vais a fabricarlos?
You're crazy. How are you going to produce them?
Por eso te he llamado.
That's why I called you.
¿Qué tengo yo que ver con esto?
What do I have to do with this?
Pensé que a lo mejor querrías ayudarnos.
I thought you might want to help us.
¿Ayudaros a hacer qué?
Help you do what?
A financiar la producción.
To finance the production.
¿Desde cuándo soy yo un banco?
Since when am I a bank?
Pero tienes mucho dinero.
But you have a lot of money.
Pero no para tus ideas locas.
But not for your crazy ideas.
¿Sabes cuántos chinos son calvos?
Do you know how many Chinese people are bald?
340 millones de chinos querrán nuestro producto.
340 million Chinese people will want our product.
Multiplica eso por $3 por frasco.
Multiply that by $3 a bottle.
¿Cuánto dinero crees que necesitaréis?
How much money do you think you'll need?
80.000 pavos.
80,000 bucks, or 80,000 quid.
Bueno, veré lo que puedo hacer.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Pero estás forrado.
But you're filthy rich.
Puedes conseguir el dinero en 1 hora.
You can get the money in an hour.
Oye, el dinero no crece en los árboles.
Hey, money doesn't grow on trees.
Tengo que consultarlo con mi asesor fiscal.
I have to consult my tax advisor.
¿Qué tiene él que ver con esto?
What does he have to do with this?
No puedo darte 80.000 pavos así por las buenas.
I can't give you 80,000 bucks just like that. Or, I can't give you 80,000 quid just like that.
Translation List 11.
¿Qué opinas de esta situación?
What do you think about this situation?
¿Qué quieres que diga?
What do you want me to say?
Lo que sea.
Anything.
Creo que no vale la pena.
I don't think it's worth it.
O sea, no lo deberíamos hacer.
In other words, we shouldn't do it.
Creo que sería demasiado arriesgado.
I think it would be too risky.
Nada arriesgado, nada ganado.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Sí, pero en este caso, el riesgo es alto.
Yes, but in this case, the stakes are high.
Puede que tengas razón.
You may be right.
¿Cuánto vais a invertir en el proyecto?
How much are you going to invest in the project?
Todos nuestros ahorros.
All our savings.
¿Y si fracasáis?
And if you fail,
Es imposible que fracasemos.
it's impossible for us to fail.
¿Cuál es vuestro secreto para el éxito?
What's your secret for success?
Somos muy trabajadores.
We're very hardworking.
Hace falta más que eso.
It takes more than that.
Hace falta perseverancia.
It takes perseverance.
Hace falta pericia.
It takes expertise.
Hace falta fuerza de voluntad.
It takes willpower.
Y hace falta un poco de suerte.
And it takes a little bit of luck.
No necesitamos nada de eso.
We don't need any of that.
Entonces, ¿cómo vais a tener éxito?
Then how are you going to succeed?
Tenemos un producto que se vende solo.
We have a product that sells itself.
Es una loción para calvos.
It's a potion for bald people.
Hace que el pelo crezca 1 centímetro a la semana.
It makes hair grow a centimeter a week. Listen carefully. Can you hear that? No. Listen closer. I'm not talking about the birds chirping. I'm talking about everybody speaking English and feeling comfortable. Listen. This is what it's like at Vaughan Town. a peaceful place where you can really learn English and lose your inhibitions. There's a reason it's one of our star programs. Vaughan Town. Lose your fear of speaking English. If you want more information about this immersive experience, go to groupovaughn.com or give us a call, 911-385831. Lose your fear of speaking English and express yourself with clarity at Vaughan Town. That's right, folks. Vaughan Town. It is groundbreaking, revolutionary. I'm telling you, if you're looking for the ultimate English experience, you're looking for Vaughan Town. All right, here's what I want from you folks in today's pop quiz. The first one, there are 4 parts to the first one, so you got a lot of work to do today, but let's see if you can pull it off. To pull it off es lograr hacerlo. All right, the first one, again, this first one is 4 parts. So technically today you have 4, 5, 6 sentences that I want from you. All right, but you can handle it. The first one, I want you to use still, yet, already, and anymore. Show me that you know how to use those. Still, no steal, right? Steal es acero, robar. Esto es still. Dilo conmigo. Still. So, lo primero, pronunciarlo bien. Still, yet, not jet, yeah. Es como decir ie, yet. Still, yet, already, and anymore. You've got to use those in your first example. That's 4 sentences. Number 2, me estoy volviendo calvo, o me estoy haciendo calvo. That's number 2. That one's more specific. The first one, you have free range. And the third one, I want a synonym for forrado, for very rich. There are many ways to express this, and you know I love synonyms because, well, the more synonyms you're familiar with, the more chances are that you're going to understand what's being said, because I may say scary, but somebody else might say frightful. See what I mean? So the more synonyms you're exposed to, the better. Okay, still, yet, already, and anymore. Use them for me. Show me you know how to use them. In example 1. Number 2, me estoy volviendo calvo, me estoy haciendo calvo. Number 3, a synonym for forrado, muy rico. All right, there you go, my amigos. Those are your challenges. All right, well, let's sum it up here. Still, yet, already, anymore. How do we use these? All right, still we use when something is continuing. It's used a lot with the present continuous. Okay, I just started explaining this a minute ago. I'm still explaining it. Sigo. Okay, this is todavía aún. I still live in Madrid. Se usa con el presente continuo. I'm still tired. He's still, no, he's still. Dilo conmigo. He's still. Unimos la S de is con el de la S de still. He's still. ¿Ves cómo ahí no puedes meter ese sonido? He's still. Escucha la diferencia. Dicho mal. He's still. Y ahora dicho bien. He's still. Planchamos esas S para que forman una sola. Are you still living in Madrid? Yeah, I'm still living. O sea, te lo digo, si juntas la S así siempre, no vas a poder meter esa E. Y esa E es uno de los, yo diría, número 3, en los top 3 errores de pronunciación que cometen españoles a la hora de hablar inglés. That's how important it is. Okay? So, di estas frases, quitando el E, 2 cosas que quiero enfocar aquí. Que no digas still, es, con una E delante, y que no digas still, sino still, still, cortito, el sonido es como una E, no una E del todo, still, still. So, dilo tú, do you still live in Madrid? Suena como ice. I still live in Madrid. Dilo tú, I still live in Madrid. She still still works here. No, she still. La S de still se une con she. She still works there. Okay? I still love her. Me como la H, naturalmente. La sigo queriendo. I still love her. Do you love her? Do you still love her? Yeah, I still love her. They're still here. They're still here. Did you say them correctly? I mean, it seems, like it's a little detail, but you don't know how often I've heard estil. And it's not and it's not il. It's still. So make sure that you still practice until you get it perfectly. Yet, we reserve for questions and negatives. So have you eaten yet? ¿Has comido ya? Have you eaten yet? No, I haven't eaten yet. Ahora, si te digo que sí, I've already eaten. Fíjate. So, yet, preguntas, negaciones. Already, ya he, afirmaciones. Y el anymore y el any longer, el no longer y el anymore son ya no. Okay, so I no longer live in New York. No leave, live. Dilo conmigo. I no longer live in New York. I don't live in New York anymore. ¿Ves? Uno hay que poner el auxiliar en negación. So, hay dos formas con esta última. I don't live in New York anymore, or I no longer live in New York. All right, let's take a look at some translations just to make sure you've got it, and then we'll check your answers over here in the group. No hemos empezado todavía. Did you say we haven't started? Ya sabes mi opinión sobre esa We haven't, the haven'ts. We haven't started yet. Have we started yet? No, we haven't started yet. Okay? Todavía estamos esperando. Cuidado que no se cuele la y que diga still, como hay que decirla. Todavía estamos esperando. We're still waiting. ¿Cómo me harías esa en pregunta? ¿Sigues esperando? Are you still waiting? Yeah, we're still waiting for you. We're still waiting for you. ¿Has comido ya? We just looked at this one. Have you eaten yet? Dime que sí. Yeah, I've already eaten. Dime que no. No, I haven't eaten yet. Dime que ya no comes. Imagínate. I don't eat anymore. Okay? Or, I no longer eat. All right. Todavía estoy trabajando en ello. Oye la diferencia, okay? Esa es la correcta. I'm still, y la incorrecta, I'm still. So, no es y, otra vez, estamos trabajando dos cosas aquí, ¿ok? Eliminar la y suavizar esa I latina a un I'm still explaining this. I'm still working on it. Ya has visto, como buen americano, no digo el G del gerundio nunca. I'm still working on it. Working on it. ¿Por qué? Porque me cuesta la vida decir working on it. So I just say I'm working on it. Házmelo en pregunta. ¿Estás trabajando en ello? Are you working on it? Dime que ya no estás trabajando en ello. I'm not working on it anymore. O con el no longer, ¿me lo puedes dar? I'm no longer working on it. I'm no longer working on it. Ya no te quiero. I don't love you anymore. Con el no longer, ¿me lo puedes dar? I no longer love you. Okay, es mentira. Todavía te quiero. It's a joke. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I still, right? No, I still love you. I still love you. Pregúntame, ¿me sigues queriendo? Do you still love me? Do you still love me? Yeah, I still love you. How are you guys doing? Are you participating? I hope you're doing it aloud with me. I know how to say these sentences. I'm saying it aloud so you can repeat it perfectly. So it sounds great, right? Working on these nuances. Okay, ¿has terminado el informe ya? Have you, no digo you, have you finished the report yet? No report. I've heard people say report. Report. Have you finished the report yet? Dime que no. No, I haven't finished the report yet. Dime que sí. Yeah, I've already finished the report. Dime que sigues trabajando en el informe. I'm still working on the report. Dime que ya no estás trabajando en ello. I'm not working on the report anymore. Y con el no longer? I'm no longer working on, not walking. I'm no longer working on the report. Okay, last one. And it is, ya la he dejado. I've already left her. I've already left her. All right, we'll take a look at your answers in just a moment. I see we've got tons of participation. This is great news. We're going to take a quick commercial break, amigos. Time flies when you're having fun. I hope you are having fun and ready for many more challenges in the second half of today's show. We're going to kick things off with our homophones. We've got our Say What soundbite for the third time. We'll check pop quiz. Plus, what else have we got? We've got reviews. We've got a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay, spelling bee too. Whoa, all right. We're going to put the pedal to the metal. A race to the finish line. Una carrera hacia la meta. We'll be right back with much more, so stick around. Yes, welcome back, my amigos. Thank you so much for learning and laughing with me every day. Remember, you can learn and laugh with us all on social media. In fact, Vaughn Radio, let's see if they posted anything this morning. Let's see, Vaughn Radio, ¿dónde estamos? Vaughn Radio, one new post. Hey, wait a second. That's me. Except, toma. All right, there we go, folks. I didn't even know I was featured today. Well, if you follow Vaughn Radio, then you'll see me, yours truly, un servidor, explaining my favorite phrasal verb, the first phrasal verb I teach all of my students. Let's see if you guys know which one it is. What is the first phrasal verb I teach all my students? I get by. Es buenísima. When you hear the age-old question, la pregunta milenaria, do you speak English? Or how's your English? That's when you say, I get by. Me las apaño, hago lo que puedo. Good one to know. Why? You're not making any promises, are you? You're not saying, oh, I'm the bomb diggity. Or my English sucks. You're saying I get by. It's the best phrasal verb you need to know when asked that question. And I guess with anything in life, you know, you're getting by. We're all just getting by here. Doing what we've got to do when we got to do it and hoping we do it right. Do it well. Do it with some oomph, un poco de chispa, un poco de pasión. Un poco no, mucho. I think that's the difference. That's the secret ingredient in anything. A little bit of passion, a little bit of oomph. Me encanta esta palabra porque parece que te están dando en el abdomen. Oomph, oomph, oomph. Sounds like a sound effect on Mortal Kombat. Oomph, oomph, oomph. Oomph is energía. O-O-M-P-H. The word even looks like the word Oompa Loompa. All right, well, let's look at some funny words. Funny meaning interesting, weird. In today's Homophones on the Show with No Name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
Show with no name. Yeah. All right. Hey, Formula One is coming to Madrid, huh? I could care less. Well, first, it's not my style. I'm not into motorsports too much, but hey, well, I guess it's good for businesses, local businesses, I imagine. I don't know. And I can't afford it. A friend of mine told me how much he paid for tickets because he's a diehard fan. And yeah, you can go to Japan for 3 weeks, like, meals included for the price of a ticket. So yeah, no thanks. Hey, if anybody wants to invite me, I'll check it out. But it's not my cup of tea. And I know this expression sounds totally British, but we use it in the States too. Totally British and brilliant. Bravo, mate. Bravo, bravo. But yeah, we say in the United States, we say it's not my cup of tea. All right, so the first one had something to do with carreras o algo, Formula 1. Yes, well, the word is carrera o hacer carrera. There you go. Okay, so it's carrera, it's the noun. And it's correr, competir en una carrera también. También la palabra es raza. Okay, la raza humana. No raza en cuanto se refiere a animales, porque esa se llama breed. Okay, breed es raza, animales, pero la raza humana, we use a different word. Okay, your ethnicity is another way to say that. Okay, so yeah. And then we talk about life being the rat. La carrera de locos, de ratas. We call it the rat. Okay, so that's the first word. I'm sure many of you are familiar with that word. Born to Iron Man, you even do this, right? O sea, tú compites. So you should know this word inside and out. And the second word is levantar, subir. Okay, now this is levantar, subir, que lo tiene que hacer otra cosa. So no es el del sol. No es rise. Okay, so the sun will rise tomorrow. That one, it's the other one. Hay confusión muchas veces con rise and pues es la segunda. Y lo aclaramos. Okay, don't worry. We'll take a look at the difference, the conjugation, because this verb, the one we're looking at, is a regular verb. Rise is not. Every day I rise at 7 a.m. It's another way of saying levantarse. But I do it myself. Nobody's doing it, right? Every day I rise. Yesterday, a ver si te lo sabes. Yesterday I rose at 7 a.m. And lately I've risen at 7 a.m. Okay, that's the one, again, that nothing acts upon it. Again, it's the difference between being transitive versus an intransitive verb. And raise, somebody has to do it. Can you raise the shades, the blinds, las persianas? Okay, raise your hand. Something acts upon something else. Can you please, everybody please raise your glass. I'd like to make a toast raise your glass. Okay, so algo levanta a otra cosa. I just gave you the word, sin querer. But the one we were looking at, and I'll give you the conjugation of the one in the homophones, but the other one is rise, rose, risen, que no es la que estamos mirando. Okay, so la primera es carrera, competir en carrera. The second one is levantar, okay, subir, alzar. That is number 2. We'll see if you guys, A, are familiar with the words, and B, if you know if they sound exactly the same or not. Also, I'm going to give you today's Say What soundbite. Here it is for the 3rd time. We'll see if you can make some sense of it.
She said it was okay for me to love balloons. You may have noted that the media all over America made fun of me at the Democratic convention because after Hillary spoke, they dropped all these balloons, and I was the last one playing with the balloons.
Me pregunta el del chiringuito si quiero hacer kitesurf o wakeboard o si prefiero tomarme un bitter cas antes. Me acaba de decir 5 palabras en inglés. Kite, que significa cometa, surf, que es obviamente hacer surf, pero también significa oleaje. Wake, que es estela, en este caso la estela del barco. Board es tabla y bitter es amargo. Y justo antes, cuando le pregunté si hablaba inglés, me dijo,
pero patatero.
Sabemos mucho más inglés de lo que creemos. Solo nos falta asimilarlo y situarlo. Aprende a aprender inglés en cualquier lugar con This Book is the Milk y su secuela, This Book is the Milk 2. Te enseñaremos cómo enfocar el inglés, aprovechando todo el inglés que tenemos alrededor y de una manera divertida y adictiva. The Remilk ahora se llama This Book is the Milk 2 y viene con audio y nueva portada. Descúbrelos ya en vaughantienda.com.
That's right, folks. Vaughn Tienda, you can find some killer deals right now. Check it out. All right, let's see who's with us and participating. We got Born to Iron Man in the house. He says, hello, friends. Hello, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, let's see. He's participating in our pop quiz. Let's see. He says, are you still living in Valencia? Perfect. Remember, not Estil, guys. Are you still living in Valencia? I don't live there anymore. I haven't done my question of the week yet, but my mates have already done it. Wow, perfect usage, buddy. The next one, I'm going bald. Me estoy volviendo calvo. And the last one, Musk is absolutely loaded. Page and Bezos are stinking rich. They're absolutely rolling in money.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Wow. So great. Are you still living in Valencia? I don't live there anymore, or I no longer live there. I haven't done my question of the week yet, todavía no, but my mates have already done it, el afirmación. I'm going bald. We also say to go bald, to go deaf, to go blind, to go nuts. Volverse es el go en inglés. I'm going deaf. My problem, I'm going blind and deaf. Me encanta la canción Blind de Korn. ¿Lo conocéis? I can see, I'm going blind. I can see, I'm going blind. Listen to the lyric. I can see, I'm going blind. It's brilliant. Veo que estoy volviéndome ciego. I can see, I'm going blind. So to go bald. Now, how do you say hacer un calvo? How would you say me hizo un calvo? Que es enseñar el culo. He mooned me. Yeah, nosotros decimos lunear, como luna. He mooned me. I can't believe he mooned me. So that's hacer un calvo, okay? And you said Stinkin' Rich. También me gusta. Y es un disco del grupo Warrant de los 80. She's my cherry pie. Put a smile on your face. 10 miles wide. And they also have the other ballad, Heaven isn't too far away. Great group. Warrant. And warrant es no solo el nombre de un grupo, de un hair band, pero warrant es lo que necesitan para entrar en tu casa. Orden judicial, is that what you say? A warrant. We have a warrant for your arrest. Okay. Well, what am I getting at? One of their albums is called Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich. Y es un cerdo fumándose un puro. Take a look at the cover, Born to Iron Man, or whoever. If you're, I know you, I'm telling you because I know you're a rock fan. And they've got some great songs. Warrant. We can learn from the name of the group. We can learn from the songs because they're pretty easy to understand. And also the title of their hit album, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich. Eso es más rico que rico. Okay. Also, to be rolling in the money or to be rolling in it. It's another way of saying you're rich. You can also say filthy rich, right? A secas. Esa se dice mucho y la oímos en el audio. Man, he is filthy rich. Okay. Let's see. Any others over here? Wealthy, rolling in it, rolling in the money. And as we said, the my favorite one, porque es to Iron Man.
You knocked it out of the park.
And he's given us a song, Still Loving You by the Scorpions. Absolutely. I'll give you another song, Touche. In the still of the night, I feel my heart beating heavy. It's telling me I gotta have more. In the still of the night, I feel my wolf. No, how does it go? In the still of the night, I feel the wolf howl, honey, telling me what's in store. In the still of the night, I feel the wolf howl, honey, telling me I gotta have more. Oh, what a great song. Whitesnake, I know. I didn't do it any justice at all. Well, we're talking about David Coverdale here. Ahí es En la quietud de la noche. He in the still of the night, I feel my heart beating heavy, telling me I gotta have more. What a great song. Oh, my God. Still of the Night by Whitesnake. If you have not heard it and you want to, you're in kind of a sleepy kind of mood today, put that song on and it'll give you a kick in the ass. I'm telling you, sometimes a good song is like a cup of Joe, como una taza de café. All right, well, speaking of a cup of Joe, today we're going to a bakery. That's right, una pastelería, a bakery in Real Reviews.
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually volunteer for this?
Real Reviews.
Real Reviews found online.
Real Reviews.
It was unbelievably painful.
That's right. All right, well, before we start Real Reviews, I forgot to take a look at our homophones as well. See, tons of stuff going on. Born to Iron Man gives us the two words, and he says they don't sound alike. All right. Let's say both words. There was a race to see who would get a raise. Había una carrera para ver quién iba a recibir el aumento de salario. There was a race to see who would get a raise. Race, raise.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Correct. They don't sound alike. Let's rhyme some words with them. Race rhymes with lace, encaje. Rhymes with face. Rhymes with mace, el spray de pimienta esta. Raise rhymes with days. Aturdimiento, aturdido. Days, D-A-Z-E. It rhymes with phase, una fase. So they are not homophones. Great job, Born to Iron Man. You're always raising the bar.
You knocked it out of the park.
Subiendo el listón. All right, let's go to a bakery today. It's a bakery in the greater New York area. And let's see what these real reviews on the internet had to say. The first reviewer says, looks are deceiving. Las apariencias engañan. To deceive is to lie. So looks, las apariencias, looks are deceiving. As we say in English, you can't judge a book by its cover. No puedes juzgar un libro por su portada. And then the person says, it looked, in air quotes, well, in quotes, it looked like they had great cookies. Parecía que tenían galletas buenísimas. Now, the British call them biscuits. Yes, the biscuits. It looks like they had great biscuits. Totally British and brilliant. Bravo, mate. But the appearance was definitely misleading, engañoso. Okay, if something is misleading, it's when we talk about engañoso, talking about advertising. You know, when you go to a fast food place and you see the burger and then what you get doesn't look like what you see on the, that's misleading advertising. And this person says they even threw in a free strand of hair in the bag. Que me encanta. También incluyeron gratis una tira de pelo, ¿no? Un trozo de pelo, a strand of hair. They even threw in a free strand of hair in the bag. Save yourself the disappointment, la decepción, and just walk down the block for a way better pastry or cookie. Now, you got to be careful with these because when it tells you go to Gino's down the street, it's better. That could also be paid. What's the word I'm looking for? Paid reviews, right? Your competition is doing an online campaign against you, but you never know. What I look for is the same comment over and over. Let's take a look at this next comment. This next comment basically deals with new ownership and management. How many times have you seen this? Where a place was awesome, then it got bought out by another company, and it sucks now. The food's not good, the service, whatever. They changed the menu. So sometimes new ownership and new management can be a reason that people complain. And this person asks the question, did they sell this bakery? ¿Lo vendieron? Do they have a new owner? ¿Hay un nuevo dueño? Yuck! That place sucks now. Este sitio es lo peor ahora. The quality of their baked goods has gone down the drain. El desagüe, el garete, you say. So the expression, it's gone down the drain. It's nothing close to what it was years ago. So this talks about the degradation, the downfall of a place. And that happens a lot. A lot of times a place opens and then they raise the bar when they open, but then they never raise it again. And in fact, the bar gets lowered because their standards go down and they become victims of their own success, correct? So, and then the last part of the comment I love, everything sucks. Now, my question is, in life or you mean at this bakery? Todo es una mierda. Everything sucks. Well, everything except our spelling bee.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
All right, folks, here's your spelling bee on the show with no name. As you know, round one is not for the faint of heart. No es apto para cardíacos. We'll see how you do. I am going to race through it. Mira, vimos esa palabra antes. I'm going to race through these words. All right, are you ready? The first one is INDIANAPOLIS space MOTOR space SPEEDWAY. The second one is AUTOMOBILE space RACING. The third one, WILLIAM space BOURQUE. The fourth one is SPEEDWAY, comma, space INDIANA. The fifth one is INDY space 500. And the last one is 400,000 space SPECTATORS. Casi la cago ahí al final, eh? Well, I was racing through them. That's what happens. Race, not raise. That's what happens when you race through them, revving your engines like that. Well, don't worry, folks. Round two, as you know, I slow down to a more normal pace. But in round one, man, I rev that engine. All right, let's see. Going once, going twice, sold to the man in the back. I've always wanted to be an auctioneer. Alguien que hace subastas. All right, here it is, round two. The first word is INDIANAPOLIS space MOTOR space SPEEDWAY. The second one, AUTOMOBILE space RACING. The third one is WILLIAM space BOURQUE. The fourth one is SPEEDWAY, comma, space INDIANA. The fifth one is INDY space 500. And the last one is 400,000 space SPECTATORS. And we've got a winner born to Iron Man.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yes. He got it on the first go, in fact, but it was too late to turn back. Excellent job. Born to Iron Man. Wow. Speaking of racing, geez Louise. Unbelievable, dude. Wow. All right, well, we've got to take a quick commercial break right now. The good news, we'll be right back. We've got tons of stuff to do in the fourth and final part of today's show. So stick around. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, folks. This is the fourth and final part of today's show with No Name. Thank you for learning and laughing and playing with me here on the show with No Name every day. Don't forget, you've got all of these programs on your favorite podcast platform. You've got them on the Vaughn Radio app, and all summer long, you've got live shows coming from Rob Graham's. You've got the Pro Bowl show live every day. You've also got No Excuses with Fitz. And in less than 2 weeks, everybody's gonna be back. Let the party start. Well, it's always nice. The summer's great, but it's always good, too, to come back with a new energy, feeling fresh, right? Feeling like you've recharged your batteries. Yeah, we say the same thing. You're not that clever. Wow, I'm still blown away by Born to Iron Man. I think, dude, you're even better than a native speaker at jotting down words that are spelled. Well, hey, it's not easy. The section was born from a need that my students had. And that need was they couldn't spell their email address for me. They couldn't spell their last name for me. And I said, uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. And now you guys, you'll see it. Try it with somebody. Try it with somebody in your English class or a friend and say, deletréame la palabra electricity in English. Por ejemplo, que tenga las es, aes y ies. So, a, e, i. Ahí sí que les lías. Reality. Diles que te deletrean la palabra reality. Y espera 10 minutos que vas a estar. I'm telling you, trust me. All right. Well, that's not the case for you guys because you practice every day here on your spelling bee. But we're not going to check those answers quite yet because we've got a few other things that we need to get to. So why don't we take a look at today's double trouble. Yeah. Double trouble, baby, come on. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble. That's right, folks. Welcome to today's Double Trouble. This is going to be a tough one today, but we'll see what you guys can do. We'll see if you can figure it out. All right. Él tiene una vida de lujo. Okay, sin complicaciones. We were talking about being filthy rich, dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich. We're talking about rolling in it, right? So, él tiene una vida de lujo. Pero es un lamebotas, un perrito faldero. Might be the perrito faldero is the closest thing to the English version. Okay, ahí te doy una mini pista por si no conoces la expresión. So you say lameculos, lamebotas, right? Ass kisser. We say a brown noser, right? You can use those words, but this is another way to say it. Okay, so él tiene una vida de lujo. Okay. Pero es un lamebotas. Es un perrito faldero, right? And that is somebody who is easily controlled by somebody else, right? Hace todo lo que quiera el otro. Está ahí un poco de decoración, right? So I think, again, the clue that I'll give you is that think of perrito faldero as the translation, okay, instead of lamebotas. So, él tiene una vida de lujo, pero es un perrito faldero. All right, those are your words that you need. Well, that's your challenge. You have to give me the same word twice in that challenge. Good luck. And we'll see if somebody can figure it out. Also, I need to give you your Say What soundbite. Nobody was able to give me any information on this, which is strange because I don't think it was too tough, but I guess so. All right, well, here it is for the fourth and final time.
She said it was okay for me to love balloons. You may have noted that the media all over America made fun of me at the Democratic convention because after Hillary spoke, they dropped all these balloons and I was the last one playing with the balloons.
¿Te gustaría abrir puertas a nuevas oportunidades y estar listo para cualquier desafío? Con el máster de inglés del Grupo Vaughan podrás transformar tu futuro. Este programa intensivo te ayudará a dominar el inglés profesional, perfeccionar tu comunicación y ganar la confianza que necesitas para conseguir tus objetivos. Nuestros profesores Vaughan especializados te prepararán para afrontar en inglés todas las situaciones de comunicación en un entorno profesional. No dejes que el inglés sea una barrera. Invierte en tu futuro con el máster de inglés profesional del Grupo Vaughan. Llámanos al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupobaugan.com. That's right, folks. Follow us on social media, and this way you can find out about all the things going on in the Vaughn world. All right, let's check out our spelling bee words because nobody has gotten our double trouble yet. All right, here we go. All right, Born to Iron Man got it on the first go, even though I didn't read it before that. I had already started reading the second round, but he got it just a second after. So again, Born to Iron Man, you killed it, man. Totally. As Rob Graham says, you killed it. Arrasaste. All right, now what did these words have to do with? Well, obviously something to do with racing, with motorsports, right? All right, well, it's because today in the year 1909, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway opened for automobile racing. Okay, that's one of the most famous speedways in the United States. William Baroque and his mechanic were killed during the first day's events. So sadly, it was a very tragic first inauguration of this place. And well, the place, I think, for racing fans, at least in the United States, it's the place. Now, as I said, I'm not too into racing, but the words were Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Okay, that's the name of the place, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And well, it's a huge place. It seats, once you set up all the stands and everything, 400,000 spectators. Eso era número 6. O sea, casi medio millón. 400,000. Now, permanent seats, 200 and, iba a decir only 257,325. Te repito el número. 257,325 permanent seats. 257,325 asientos. And again, once they set it up for race day, they almost double that to 400,000. So that's a lot of people in one spot, to see one event. So number one, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Number two, the purpose, automobile racing. Number three, William Baroque. He was the mechanic who lost his life. It's located in the town of Speedway, Indiana, para que veas, Circuito Indiana, Speedway, Indiana. One of the most famous races there is the Indy 500. And as I said, the last one was 400,000 spectators. And that's how many people you can see there on race day. So excellent job, Born to Iron Man. You knocked it out of the park.
You knocked it out of the park.
All right, let's see. He's also taking a stab at today's double trouble. Hey, your classmates are leaving you hanging here today, buddy. But I know you can handle it. In fact, it probably motivates you more knowing your personality. Like, oh, nobody's going to come on board with me? Well, guess what? I'll do it single-handed. And I don't doubt you. You're doing it. All right, let's see. He lives in the lap of luxury, but he's a high-level lap dog. Ladies and gentlemen.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Unbelievable. There's no challenge he can't face. He loves to race. Okay, all right. So yes, to live in the lap of luxury. Nosotros decimos la falda de lujo. Man, you really live in the lap of luxury. But to be a lap dog is to be an ass kisser, no? Un mandado. You're a lap dog. O sea, un perrito faldero. Same word. A lap dog. And also, where else do we see laps? Now you see where I'm going here. Where do we see laps? When we're racing.
Get out of town.
Aha! I told you everything's connected, not just in life, but here on the show with no name. So always look for clues. Read between the lines. A lap, again, comes from racing. We were looking at racing, but also Santa Claus has a lap. You sit on Santa's lap. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a student who is blowing everybody out of the water today. Unbelievable. I don't know what time you woke up and how strong your English breakfast tea was, but wow, and wow. Excellent job. All right. We need to move on, though, because we're going to the movies. Name that movie. Yes, here we go. After a one-night stand with Alex, Isabel realizes that she is pregnant and they decide to get married. However, along with the marriage comes compromise of one's own cultural traditions. Okay, vamos por partes. After a one-night stand, un rollo de una noche. After a one-night stand with Alex, Isabel realizes she is pregnant. Se da cuenta Isabel que está embarazada, right? She's knocked up, preñada. And they decide to get married, to tie the knot, to get hitched. Son dos formas, más slang, jerga. So to get married, no maried, to tie the knot or to get hitched. I recently shared a video teaching this from my cousin's wedding in Galicia. Then, however, sin embargo, along with the marriage, el matrimonio, comes compromise. Compromise es toma y daca. Yo doy un poco, tú das un poco. No, if you're compromising, you're reaching an agreement. To compromise es acuerdo mutuo, no? Llegar a acuerdo mutuo, to compromise. So along with marriage comes compromise of one's own cultural traditions, cultural traditions. O sea, okay, it's like if somebody who is Jewish and Muslim get married. Okay, they might love each other, but they're going to have some issues when it comes to beliefs, creencias, no, convicciones. So I guess that's a normal thing. And well, this has been Hollywoodized. All right, let's take a look at the scene here. Alex Whitman says, "Let me ask you a question. What the hell is dating anyway? ¿Qué demonios es salir con alguien de todos modos? Except some drawn out is extendido, demasiado tiempo, no? Don't draw it out, wrap it up. Wrap up the meeting, man. You're drawing it out, extender innecesariamente. So except some drawn out process of elimination where you both try to present your best side while hiding the real you. Mientras escondes, ocultas el tú de verdad. That can only last about 3 months anyway. Solo puede durar alrededor de 3 meses, de todos modos. Because eventually, a la larga, eventually, dilo tú conmigo, eventually it leaks out, se filtra, se escapa. It leaks out. Then you have to spend the next 3 months getting to know your real selves. Los túes de verdad, your real selves. Then one of you wants a commitment and the other wants to bail. Commitment, compromiso. The other wants to bail, pirarse, irse. To bail, okay, B-A-I-L. También bail es fianza. He didn't pay his bail. He decided to bail. Toma, no pagó su fianza, decidió escaparse, irse, fugarse. Okay, so bail is the word. Then you have to start all over again. I mean, dating is stupid. Es estúpido. Es tonto, right? All right, let's see. Nobody got the movie. Well, don't worry. I'll give it to you. The important thing is to get the English, to extract the English that we need from it. The movie is called Fools Rush In. You recognize it? Maybe not the title of the movie, but do you recognize the expression? Es una frase hecha. Ready? Wise men say only fools rush in. That's right. Solo los tontos entran con prisas. So Fools Rush In, it's a movie that came out in 1997, starring Matthew Perry from Friends, right? Matthew Perry was Chandler in Friends. Salma Hayek as well. She was very popular at this time. Salma Hayek, Matthew Perry, the late difunto Matthew Perry. And again, we can learn from the title. Fools Rush In. Solo los tontos entran con prisas. Great movie. I remember seeing it back in the 90s. And, well, we learned a little bit of English from it, just like our jokes.
Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar. You're joking.
All right. You're joking. This first joke is a joke that's been around for ages. And it's even in, speaking of movies, it's even in a very famous movie. Okay? I'll tell you after the movie so you can see it in pop culture, in context. Why did the tomato lose the race? Or if you're British, tomato, but I'm not British. So why did the tomato lose the race? Because it couldn't catch up.
You must be joking, dude.
No. Catch up. Ketchup. You say ketchup. Catch up. Catch up is alcanzar. Why did the tomato lose the race? Because it couldn't catch up. Catch up. Now, they say that in what happened to the tomato when it got squashed or something? Es el chiste in Pulp Fiction. Lo puedes ver. Pon tomato joke o pon ketchup joke. Pulp Fiction. Búscalo y lo encontrarás. And Mia tells him the joke. And she says, what did the tomato say? I can't remember. What did the big tomato say to the mommy? Catch up in a race. So ketchup, que está hecho de tomate, but also ketchup is alcanza. Okay, what do strippers and the best Formula One drivers have in common? Exotic dancers, excuse me. What do exotic dancers and the best Formula One drivers, we don't call them pilots, drivers or racers, what do they have in common? They both start events in pole position.
You must be joking, dude.
Todos empiezan los eventos en pole position. Pole is la barra que usan, the pole dancing. Pole position. El podio. Oh, okay. All right. Fine. I remember pole position was a very popular video game when I was a kid. All right, a little nostalgia for you as we go into famous birthday trivia.
Birthdays for you. Birthdays for me. Birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Birthdays for him. Birthdays for her. Birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
That's right. Famous birthdays. All right, number one. This guy was a drummer. Un batería. He was a drummer. His name, lo voy a traducir, es horneador de jengibre. Okay, también puede ser panadero o pastelero. Okay, so pastelero o panadero de jengibre would be his name if we translate it. And what group was he in? Cream, with Eric Clapton, the drummer of Cream. Oh, what a great group Cream is. Talk about some brilliant stuff there. In a white room with black curtains, sunshine of your love. I mean, talk about just amazing rock, bluesy rock. All right, number 2, this guy was in Friends. He played Chandler Bing, but he was also in many, many other movies. The Whole 9 Yards, which we looked at pretty recently because of Bruce Willis's birthday. He was also in, what is it called? Fools Rush In. Today's Name That movie. And sadly, he struggled with drug addiction and he lost that battle. So very, very sad because he seemed, again, you never know, but he seemed like a real cool dude. All right, that is number 2. And number 3, let me say one of his most famous quotes. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That's my best imitation of him. I'll do it again. I did not have. Do I say I or do I say I? So this guy's definitely from the South. I did not have. They extend theirs. I did not have. He's got kind of a shaky voice. I did not. It's a little bit raspy, a little bit shaky. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I don't know how my semen ended up on her dress. You got to know who I'm talking about right now. Former POTUS. He was the governor of Arkansas. He was also the POTUS, the president of the United States from 1993 to 2001. And he's from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's right. Little Rock, Arkansas, down south. He sounds like he's dying all the time. All right, number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Ginger Baker. Horneador de jengibre. Pastelero de jengibre. Ginger Baker. Hey, we looked at a bakery today. We've got Matthew Perry as number 2. And number 3, Bill Clinton. Bill, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Clinton. All right, let's take a look at Bill Clinton talking about, I like balloons. He's talking about a little girl who talked to him before his speech. And he goes, she said it was okay for me to love balloons. Ella dijo que estaba bien, que no había problema, que me encantaban los globos. You may have noted that. A lo mejor te has dado cuenta o has tomado nota. The media all over America made fun of me. Se burlaron de mí los medios de Estados Unidos. At the Democratic Convention, because after Hillary spoke, después de que hablara Hillary, they dropped all these balloons. Tiraron todos estos globos. And I was the last one playing with the balloons. Here he is, Bill Clinton. She said it was okay for me to love balloons. You may have noted that the media all over America made fun of me at the Democratic Convention because after Hillary spoke, they dropped all these balloons, and I was the last one playing with the balloons. All right, folks. Excellent job. Thank you so much for your participation. Don't forget, you still have time, not much. Time is just flying by this summer, but you still have time if you want to practice your speaking with us. Send me an audio note before the end of the day on Thursday, and we'll hear from you on Friday on the program. My email address is aalonso@grupovon.com, and we are going to say goodbye with an awesome song by Cream. It's called Sunshine of Your Love, and it is... listen to that riff. Ahí te lo digo todo. It's getting near dark. Have a lovely day, evening, night, whenever you're tuned in, and we'll see you tomorrow.